What is up, North Texas? Welcome to another episode of the Clubhouse. I'm your host, Jason Phelps. Thank you so much for joining us, talking everything club sports here at the University of North Texas. Got a busy slate of games this weekend, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. We'll take a little stroll around the Clubhouse. We'll start with both lacrosse teams were in action. Women's team beat Hardin-Simmons 14-2 in their first scrimmage of the year. So great start to the season for those ladies. They're going to be in College Station this weekend for the Quick Stick 2017 tournament. Safe travels down there and good luck, ladies. Their counterpart men's team also had a resounding win, beating Dallas Baptist 18-2. They improved their fall record to 2-1 on the season. They're going to be taking on their alumni this Saturday for homecoming. Then we'll also be in College Station the following weekend for the A&M Fall Classic. Men's baseball continued their hot streak, improved their fall record at 12-1 after sweeping SFA this past weekend. So definitely excited to see what those guys will do this spring. Got huge things in store for them, I am sure. Women's volleyball, they sent two teams to Houston this past weekend. Team A took third, Team B took fifth. So they'll be prepping for their tournament here in Denton at the Bonson Gym next weekend. Be sure to get out there and catch those ladies. Paintball, they're going to be having practice this week out at Fun on the Run for anyone that's interested. If you remember, those guys went down to Austin, took first place in their first tournament a few weekends back. You can contact them via Facebook and Twitter at UNT Paintball if you're interested in joining them for a practice or hopping on and joining the team. We had men's rugby. They took it to Sam Houston last weekend, downing them 54-7. They're going to look to continue their successful season against Texas State this weekend. Their counterpart women's rugby team, they're going to be taking on Oklahoma next weekend in the conference championship. So be sure to get on out there and support them. That'll be a huge game. We're actually working on getting those ladies on the show next weekend in preparation for that. So stay tuned for that action. Equestrian, the Western team, took home 14 ribbons at the West Texas A&M competition this past weekend. They had a member make regionals, so congrats to them. Sailing is out in New Orleans this weekend for the Tulane Back to the Bayou Regatta. Safe travels and good luck to them. And then lastly, we had the hockey team swept Dallas Baptist in their two-game series. They took Game 1 5-3 and Game 2 8-4. They're going to be taking on their alumni tonight in Farmers Branch before heading out to Baton Rouge and taking on LSU next weekend. We're lucky enough to be joined by the men's hockey team president, Daniel Schulman. Daniel, welcome to the Clubhouse. Let's go ahead and start off. So what's been the biggest change? I mean, last year, we were reporting on you guys and a bit of a rough season. What's been the biggest difference? Now you guys sitting top of the conference.
Mostly just people. Last year, I showed up to tryouts, and I think there was 9 people there.
Oof.
Yeah, and that was real rough for hockey. This year, we can roll 4 lines. We had 3 lines of D, so it definitely helps everyone out there, not getting so tired out there. We started off the year last year real good. Like, first and second period, we'd always be leading. Third period, everyone just died out. Number of players.
So what's helped with recruiting so much? I mean, bringing all these new guys in.
We had a big presence on social media. We had a couple mixers with a couple of sororities and a couple of that. And we also had our captain, Andrew Keene. He went out and he recruited real hard this year, going out to camps, talking to old friends. And we got a couple of decent players out of it. We got
no kidding.
Matt Staples. We got Ryan Poole, and when 2 good players come to our team, the rest follows. So
yeah, absolutely. So how hard is that? I mean, hockey, especially in Texas, not really a big sport. How hard is it to find guys that know what they're doing on the ice? It's not really a sport you can just pick up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the new people who come in, they're all right. They're not too good, but they can play out there. They can hang out there, but the hockey community around Dallas is pretty small, so when I said Andrew Keene went out to go recruiting, he basically just went to a bunch of his old friends, a bunch of people who he used to play for, and people who used to play for someone played with someone else. It's a pretty small community.
Yeah, no kidding. So what are you guys expecting the rest of the year?
Expecting to do really good. We just swept DBU. Last year they were the conference champions. Every time last year we played them, we got spanked just like how we beat them. So it's a pretty good feeling. We should have a couple more people come next semester. So hopefully we're trying to even improve into going into the playoffs next year.
You guys expecting big things out of the playoffs down in Austin?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Last year we were definitely disappointed when we lost to Texas Tech. It was an overtime win, 4-3. we only had 12 people, but, this year we'll have way more.
Well, perfect. You got anything else to add?
We just have a game next weekend against LSU. We play Friday and Saturday. I don't think it'll be broadcasted because it's not a part of the TCHC.
Gotcha. Yeah, talk about that real quick. So you mentioned, the big social media presence. What do you think, having, especially as far as a club sport goes, having these broadcasts, how much do you think that helps just hockey in general in places like Texas?
Oh, watching it, yeah. I mean, I actually just got my bar where I work at, Local 109, they just started broadcasting it. They had 10, 12 people show up, and that was the first time go around. I mean, we have a lot of followers on Twitter, and a lot of people who reposted the tweet that we put out about showing our games. So hopefully we can get more people to watch it, and maybe I'll transition to more people going to the games too.
Perfect. There you go. Well, if you're interested in checking out men's hockey, check out Black Dog TCHC Hockey. Cool. Daniel, thank you so much for hopping on the show. We appreciate it. Good luck to you guys the rest of the year, and thank you all for tuning in to the Clubhouse. I'm Jason Felds. You can follow us at UNT Clubhouse on Twitter to stay up to date with all things club sports. We'll be back again next week, and we will see you then. But until then, go Mean Green, have fun at homecoming, and have a great week.